I say, no be say. Been a minute since I've been rolling non-stop. Got me praying a lot more, cause everything and anything is all that we got. Yo. These days I've been living and giving it all to God. And then I just get off the radar. Don't wanna talk, I'll see you later. Cause I don't be trusting nobody. No. And that's how I feel. They lie to your face and they tell you it's real. No. Oh Lord, I would say forgive them, no. But they know what they're doing. Time for nothing, they want something. Everybody always calling me and asking me for something. They just fronting and say they want nothing. It don't even matter, fake friends everywhere that I go. 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 Smile to your face, talk behind your back. That might set you up. I don't care about that. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, hold me back. I wonder how you did it, cause I don't know how to act. I just be doing my thing, steady be minding my business. Them are not looking at me, or they be testing my patience. Oh Lord, I would say forgive them, no. But they know what they doing. Time for nothing, they want something. Everybody always calling me and asking me for something. They just fronting and say they want nothing. It don't even matter, fake friends everywhere that I go. 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 Everywhere that I go.
Hello. Anybody home? It's been a while. Everybody okay? Cold? Or too hot? Nice to see you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. The World Cup is gonna start tomorrow. As you all know, more bad news coming from teams. And yeah, it is what it is. Part of life, right? But this time it's just like worse. So feel free to say hi to us if you are in the building. Or you can call us and have your say. We have a poll going on there. If you think the Qatar World Cup was a good, bad, whatever, that is your choice. I wanted just to see what people are thinking about the World Cup in Qatar organization. So tomorrow we are here back again in the morning for Qatar against Ecuador. So be there. That's it. Hello, Mr. Nana One. Nice to see you. Long time. Long time no see. Okay, people. So I'm gonna be here. If you give me more energy, we can continue. But if I don't get any energy from the people, and then I will have to leave. I'll have to cut it short. So, like I said, so much going on. The latest one is Karim Benzema out of the competition. Had his first training session today with the group, and then immediately, he couldn't feel it, and then he decided to abandon and gone. So the curse of the champions continues for us. But you know what? It is what it is. Who is doing this? We don't know. Paul Pogba. This is a joke that everybody is making. Paul Pogba is to blame for everything that's happened. So let us know what you think. And give me some feedbacks. If you can see me and you can hear me and everything is working good, you're set. Most importantly, give this stream a like, so we can have few more people joining us for YouTube algorithm. All right. All right, people. So is everything? Hello. Yeah, hopefully everything is working good your side. You watching me from Paris? Watching me from Paris. Okay. Nanawan. Hello, Nanawan. Comment tu vas? Quelle partie de la France, quelle partie de Paris tu vis? Watching from Paris, Saint-Denis, Château Rouge, la banlieue parisienne, Bondy. Okay, people, so I am going to be here for less than an hour or an hour, depending on the energy. So I'm gonna be waiting for a little bit, and you can all right. You can feel free to join us and have your voice heard. Don't forget to get into the poll to tell us what you think about this World Cup organization in Qatar. A good thing, a bad thing, or you don't know, or you're not sure. Okay. Who's gonna win it at the end? Do you think it's gonna be between Messi and Ronaldo? The last day? P-bomb. Why are you P-bombed, man?
Because I know you with the names. Mm-hmm. You get so like scared, so I like to scare you sometimes. I think the other day was like I will curse or something. But I don't know if you saw the comment. Well, good evening. My bad. Good evening.
Good evening.
I don't know if you saw the comment I left on your last video.
Okay.
You said in the video, I believe I quoted in the video. I think you said something like football is not scripted, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about the leak.
The what? The link?
The leak.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me more about it.
It's not official.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just for now. It's just a rumor.
Mm-hmm.
But and mind you, Sporting Bets some of them, the applications, these companies, they decided to just take away the betting for tomorrow's game because allegedly Qatar has bribed 8 Ecuadorian soccer players with almost $8 million each to
let them win.
To let them win, and look, it specifies on the second half for the one goal to go in from them, and to end 1-0
for Qatar. Oh my goodness, that is.
Wow, you didn't know about this?
Well, I some rumor on social media. I don't really pay too much attention because I think people can make whatever story they want. But yeah, you just gave me more details about it. In my preview, I said it's gonna be 2-2 at the end because I don't know much about Qatar. I don't know much about Ecuador beside the players that play overseas.
So going to the because you gave some results were a lot of tied games, right?
Yeah.
A lot of those games, Ecuador's team, they didn't take their official players.
Okay.
Yeah, they were just he was trying out a lot of players from the actual Ecuador league. He was trying to vary the players to see what he could take. A lot of them weren't who's going to be playing.
Okay, so that means they're going to be stronger. And now that the thing is out, the secret about the so-called bribery thing is out, they're not gonna take it, and they're gonna smash Qatar because everybody knows about it, so they're not gonna take the money. I don't think Ecuadorian need really money. They are ballers. They are professional football player. What 8 million mean for them? I mean,
that's the thing, though, man. My country, my parents' country, it's in my blood. It's in my blood.
Yeah.
They're just so like any other country, any other third world country. They see money and fuck it. And you start to think, what are the consequences? So you start to think, let's say you were one of the Ecuadorian soccer players, and I asked you, lose tomorrow, here's 8 million right now. And you start to think, okay, I get 8 million now, but I could make that maybe in 2 years and maybe even more if I actually try to play a decent game, or do I just take the money and run? And FIFA now being that they're acknowledging this, now this sets up a precedent where, okay, Ecuador loses tomorrow 1-0 in second half, they're going to investigate, and if these Ecuadorian soccer players, anything comes out nowadays. Look at Joe Biden's son, right? The leaks. You don't think that these little third world country soccer players, there's not emails going to be leaked? All 8 of them, they're banned. If something happens, you get banned. You have to pay.
Yeah,
it hurts in the long run. So again, it's not official, but I think it's one of these. I think it's a Qatari or someone from the Middle East. It's a reporter who leaked this out, and so the Ecuadorian coach. I don't know if you were aware of this. I think we talked about it. They had a Colombian soccer player.
Yeah, that was. I mean,
Castillo?
FIFA said that he's Ecuadorian. So
last 2 weeks ago, they said, you know what? All right, Ecuador fucked up. You guys are gonna have to pay a fine, and you guys are gonna lose 3 points in the next qualifying matches. So everybody's gonna start off 0. Ecuador starts off at -3.
Wow.
So
kind of they admit it that they did it. He didn't get the citizenship before playing for Ecuador. That's why, right?
Yeah. So the thing was, he faked the papers, right? He faked getting anything. So now that messes up his future as far as can't play for Ecuador now. Can't play for Colombia because he already played for Ecuador. So he's
not even going to the World Cup.
He's done. He has.
Goodness.
That's it. He's never going to any World Cup. No more country games. That's it. Only club.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
That's messed up. That's one. So the coach really liked this player because he's really good. And he was like, no. He told the president of the Ecuadorian league, he's like, look, I want him to play. They said he's Ecuadorian. And that the president is like, no, we're not going to risk it, because if Ecuador moves on to the next round, everyone's going to be talking about this, and then we're going to get disqualified.
Yeah.
And then maybe not even play for the next World Cup. So there was a point where he was going to quit the team, the coach, literally days before the World Cup. Right? Days before the World Cup, he was going to quit. Now, and then they talked to him to cool down with a cool mind. He was like, all right, you know what? Fine. We'll move on without him. Now, this comes out, this whole leak and everything. He's a famous coach in South America. He's coached Boca Juniors, a lot of big teams. And so now, after hearing this leak, he is like insanely pissed off with the soccer team now, with the Ecuadorian team. He doesn't know which 8 soccer players allegedly got bribed. He doesn't know if it's true or not. So in his mind is like, what the fuck? Like I'm doing my best to get you guys here, and then you're gonna ruin it for me and everyone else just because you want $8 million each. So he's supposedly, if Ecuador loses tomorrow, and he suspects that this was
somebody got the money, and then he's gonna resign.
He's gonna quit while at the World Cup.
Wow! It's a lot of issues there, man. I didn't know, because it's just there's so much going on now with injuries, with Ronaldo interview, Messi not being 100%, and stuff like that is going on. So you kind of forget about other stuff, like bigger stuff happening in other teams. Oh my goodness, man.
Crazy, bro.
Do you think that they can like give them like cash so it doesn't keep any track? Or the FIFA can come to the rooms and kind of search bags or search some kind of suspicious activities? Because Qatar can even fly a private jet with full of cash to their hometown and give just cash. Boom, 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 stuff. I don't know how that is going to be, but it's always end up in tears. I still remember back in the day when Marseille apparently corrupt Valenciennes, another team in the French league. Back in the day, like I just watch on videos. I wasn't like old enough to understand what was happening, but there are videos and documentary about it. So back then, I think Garrincha from Argentina used to play there for Valenciennes. Many Argentina players, South American players, and because Marseille were having the final of the Champions League, and they had also to fight for the league so they can win double. So they gave money like cash to Valenciennes team in the league, because it was going to be like 3 days after the league game there is a Champions League final, so they wanted to keep everybody fresh, not get hurt or anything, so they can try to win double. So they gave money to many even famous like, you know, big players from South America. And Marseille, they played a game in the league. They won the league, and then they won also the Champions League the same year. And then, you know, investigation started, and then it ended up by many people quitting football. Many people go to jail, and until now, it's just still like a cloud over
Exactly.
like Marseille, over many players and the president and the club. It's just like you didn't deserve that that Champions League and the league. Many things. I think Marseille even got relegated to the second division because of the same situation. So I'm trying to connect, this kind of, you get the money, such amount of money, somebody is gonna say something. Your wife might not even be happy about it. Like, oh, we have more than enough money. Somebody is gonna tell somebody, and somebody is gonna tell somebody, and it's gonna come out. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. Oh boy, not this guy. Oh my god.
DJs.
Oh,
What's up?
oh,
Yeah.
Who do you think I was?
what's going on?
Big up, guys. You all right?
What's good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. I've just heard the discussion. I'm just listening to what you guys are saying. You said not this guy. What have I done? Have you got some bad thing of me or something, mate? Some bad images?
Nah, I'm just part of like other channels, and I like to mess around.
Is it so? What was that, bro?
I go to other channels, and I'm a troll. Except like I respect.
You only hear that he's a normal human being.
Yeah.
Oh, fair point of view. It's one of those, mate. It's one of those. What's been going?
He's a normal human being here.
Oh, are you the one that you see again? You go around trolling other people. You said, is that right?
Not himself.
Why is that, man? Fair enough. Oh, mate, honestly. So what's going on? What's the discussion today?
Yeah,
well,
anything World Cup, Ronaldo, bombshell, Benzema out of the World Cup. Anything you want to discuss? We just have fun on the eve of the World Cup. Nothing.
Can I bring one topic up?
Yeah,
Listen,
sure. Go on.
You're like a huge French national follower now. All of a sudden, I don't know. What do you think about when we go back earlier into this year? Going back to the Pogba and Mbappe and the brother of Pogba, the whole was the witchcraft.
The witchcraft, yeah, the black magic thing, yeah.
Oh God, flip, yeah.
Yeah, Pogba, you are frozen. Your internet is going down, bro.
Sorry about that. The witchcraft. Now we're the hours before the World Cup starts, and look what's going on. What do you think?
Yeah, listen. For me, I mean, I don't know the answer to that one. I mean, it's a bit of a strange one. That is. I mean, in terms of Paul Pogba, I mean, obviously it's
his injury himself. So he's on himself, but he on witchcraft injured even himself. So this is man. So you look at Kante, Pogba, Benzema. You go to Kimpembe. Nkunku, the list goes on, almost all of them. And if you look at the last time champions, right? Benjamin Mendy is in jail because of some bad doing with girls. Lemar, nowhere to be seen. CDB disappeared. Remy gone. Like, you don't know, all of them just like completely destroyed after the World Cup. I don't know if this curse of the champions is real. But I don't see really France going. The first round, I think they're gonna be very, very lucky to even get out of that group stage. But the second round, the round of 16, I think it's gonna be the end. Yeah. So I don't know the black magic thing. If you believe on that, I don't know how you do it, but I believe more on corruption. Giving people money than people sitting somewhere and like got a remote to kind of manipulate people. I don't know how that works, but you tell me more if you know, bro. But I just think it's just a coincidence of bad luck, a lot of injuries and stuff.
Nope.
Yeah, but it always seems to be with these big competitions, though, doesn't it? With these certain plays, and it all. Because if you think about it, I mean, you're mentioning plays back then. I remember going back all the years. I think it was. I'm going back now. When was the last? I mean, going back World Cup. Is it Italian 1992? 1994.
Well,
Italy. It was 1992. It was the time when Roberto Baggio and Toto Schillaci were
not
playing.
USA. 1994. It's not New Year USA.
I think it might have been.
Okay. Just make your point. We got it. Yeah.
Yeah, there was there was something back then as well about some injuries to some of the. I think it was to some of the Brazilian players back then as well, and there was this. I think Ronaldo picked up some bad injury or something like that during that time period, or something like that for Brazil at the time, or something like I cannot remember. And they were talking about the same situation because obviously Brazil. I think Brazil. I can't remember Brazil who won it that year. I'm going back years now, wasn't it? But there was some bad injury. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember, Ronaldo had that really, really bad. I'm talking about the Brazilian Ronaldo. He had that really, really bad injury, and I think it was that the year when it was France versus Brazil final.
France in '98. That was
Yeah, and I remember then there was something about the same thing. It was this whole thing with voodoo going because it was Ronaldo, because it was obviously because it was the main man Ronaldo. There was this thing going on back then about it, and I'm thinking it's been mentioned again this time around for the last couple of World Cups. Obviously with Pogba now, Kante and things. It's an interesting terminology that's being used every time these big tournaments come around for certain places, isn't it? For certain nationalities. It just makes you think, what happens to these guys? What happens? I mean, who would have known, right? Yeah, especially Nkunku, right? This guy has been fit all season, right? He has one bad chance that can come from Camavinga.
You have some issues with your mic. DJ, your mic is kind of... I don't know how to explain that noise.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Is that better now, bro?
Still cutting a little bit, but we can hear, but still kind of annoying, cutting off, on and off.
Hold on a second. Let me try.
Are you using your iPad or something?
Yeah, I am on my iPad today, but I might try. If it carries on, I might just try and jump onto my iMac book. See if I can come onto that for a while and see what gets on that. Okay, listen. I think what's his name is saying he can't hear me. But do you want to come back into the conversation?
Yeah, sure.
Back in?
Yeah. You come back in, DJ, because it's...
I thought it was just me.
Huh?
Because
yeah, it's happened a lot when he uses his whatever MacBook or something. I don't know.
So, you asked about witchcraft. If I know anybody to tell you,
if it's real and you can witness like this is true, like tell me more about it.
Yaya Toure.
Yaya Toure. When he told Guardiola that you're not gonna win the Champions League again because of the way you treated me. You are funny, man.
Bro, I mean, honestly, if France can't up this group stage, then this whole curse is true, right?
Yeah. Even now, the curse, people are gonna believe on the curse, because how can you have so many? I think Verratti also. The other guy, the last game in the French league, boom, against what team? Monaco, against whatever team it was. He got injured. He was on the list. So if I can go on and on, like the entire first team is literally gone. Giroud is there still. But other than him, Lloris from Tottenham Hotspurs is there. Mandanda, who is like the third choice goalkeeper. So, yeah.
Varane? How about Varane?
Varane is struggling with injuries. He's not 100% fit. He got injured in the Manchester United game and he was crying like a baby. They took him just because they have hope, but he's not even fit yet. He's going to miss the first game, probably the second. Who knows? They might say he's out altogether. So it's...
They could have, I mean, technically, because I think all season he's been like that. On and off, on and off, on.
Yes.
Then look, if France don't make it out the team, this whole thing is real. And I think this is the last World Cup where this whole group stage world champion curse could happen, because next World Cup, I think the groups are going to be of 3, right?
I don't know. It's going to be how many? 120 teams or something like that? They're just changing just for more money, more games. The quality is going to go down. They are even trying now to put the World Cup every 2 years. It's just football is gone, bro. Football is gone. you know.
That's why Messi deserves this World Cup. This is the last legitimate World Cup that we could see.
Well, legitimate in a term of
in
the
the
4 years and duration, but winter and no corruption. And, I don't know, but yeah, I know the sense of legit, because other World Cups are gonna be just all over the place, man.
Let's call it the classic format.
The classic format, yeah.
This is Messi's. You have Torres' phone number? We could call him and.
Yeah, I will give you in private. So I'm gonna even email you today, because my other subscription TV and thing is gonna end in a couple of days from now. So I'm gonna contact you for other stuff that we're talking in private. So I'm gonna give you even Yaya Toure number in private, so you can call him and so you can talk.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, look. As a football fan, it sucks that a lot of these stars are out.
But it's kind of opening the door to Messi, right?
As
and
a Messi.
Ronaldo. So just be honest. That Portugal team looks so sick. Look at them. They have Leao. They have Felix. They have, I don't know, so many big names like Joao Cancelo.
Yeah.
What's his name again? Yeah, Bruno Fernandes. That is a good name. So many of them. Even there is a young left back from PSG. Mendes. That guy, Nuno Mendes, awesome bowler, bro. So I'm telling you now, I don't know if really pound to pound, Portugal and Argentina, if you take Messi away, you take Ronaldo away, I think Portugal are gonna destroy Argentina. But if you bring Messi back and everybody knows this is his last World Cup, they're gonna walk through a wall to do something for Messi. Have you seen those memes that going on everywhere Messi is? There are some Argentina players there. Like, you don't touch him, they're gonna break your hands, kind of take your freaking hand away from Messi, kind of.
The Paul.
Yeah, he's big, the Paul. He's like bodyguard. Not only him, because if he's not there, somebody is gonna take the duty. I don't even know if Paredes is still there in the national team. But they protect Messi like nothing. So Messi is the deciding factor here. Pound to pound, no Messi, no Ronaldo, I think Portugal are going to destroy Argentina. But with Messi inside and Ronaldo declining, I think the factor, it's just kind of switch a little bit toward Argentina thing. And I don't want to hurt DJ here, but I'm just saying it, being really honest here. Messi inside is gonna, man, I don't know. I made my predictions and kind of it's gonna be Argentina against Portugal at the end in the final.
And Argentina are gonna win, yeah?
Yeah, Argentina is to nick it the end. That's what my juju guy told me. So Pogba guy told me that Argentina is gonna win it.
But if from my end, I'll leave after this. My end, two things. I'm Ecuadorian. I don't know if Ecuador's gonna win after that leak that we were talking about earlier. I don't know. If they do win, then Ecuador is gonna make it at least till the quarterfinals. I think if they make it, if they win tomorrow. If they don't, then that's it. I think Ecuador has a strong potential of being the dark horse. 1, 2. I would love a South American final because Mbappe has a big mouth. So it's about time that South Americans teach this guy a lesson. On that note, I'll be listening. I'll start getting ready. Got to go out. You guys have a good night. Let's enjoy some footy tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
Peace out, bro.
Okay, thank you so much, man. Thank you for helping, and stay tuned and watch. Go check on your DM because I DM'd you something in private, and you can call me too. at some point when I finish the show. All right, DJ, what do you have to say? Bring on whatever you wanna bring, man.
No, but it's obviously I'm supporting. There's 3 countries I'm supporting. Obviously England, because obviously I'm in my heritage country, Portugal, and everyone's third favorite country in any World Cup is Brazil. So they're the 3 that I'm literally I'm going to keep an eye on all the games. Obviously, there's Chelsea, especially with the Chelsea players participating in their national team. So I'll be watching all of the games, obviously, in that way. But obviously, push comes to shove, they're the main 3 I'll be looking at, especially obviously England and Portugal, because of my my backgrounds of both countries. So it's going to be listen, with all this Ronaldo drama going on at the moment, hopefully it won't affect. It shouldn't affect the national team. If anything, from hearing conversations coming out of the Portugal camp, they seem to be like, they want. I said some place did some interviews saying they actually want to go and actually win it for Ronaldo, which I heard a few things coming out from some of them saying that. We want to win it for the nation and everything, all that. So, listen, it's going to be a tough work, as it always is with these competitions. You can't. The thing of all this, right? This is how I look at this straight. It's become such as like we always say in the Premiership, anybody can beat anybody. Even a small team can actually go and beat a big team, as we've seen already in the Premiership this season, right? It's been happening like that for years. So it would not surprise me if all the favourites have can you just imagine? I know it's probably unlikely to happen, but can you just imagine, right? Okay, that it'd be a complete team that no one even predicted to win the World Cup go and win it. That could be some craziness. Because you look at the favourites that are out there, all the favourites have been mentioned of winning it. It could be a team that's not even been thought about. It could just go and win it and do a madness. Like, when everyone used to say, when everyone was saying, a certain team goes and wins a madness and winning a Champions League, and it's totally different competitions. But in terms of football clubs, you say who can win the Champions League? There could be a madness of someone winning a Champions League. How the heck did that team win the Champions League? Right? One of those situations. There's a situation with this as well. It's one of those, whatever people saying the favourites are. Yeah, we all know who the favourites are. The same old teams come out of the hat every year when a World Cup's being played, and every 4 or 5 years it is, 3 years, or even the Euros. The same old teams that are there come out to see who's going to win it. Yeah. Right. So I just think that it's going to be the way things have been going. Looking at the way things have been going in it just could be a madness that a team that no one expected to win
and that's what I want to see. If France don't winning it, Yeah, France don't win it, USA don't win it, I would like it to go to completely different team, probably Senegal, but Sadio Mane again injured, out of the competition. Or let's say Morocco might win it. Let's just give it to somebody
Hakim Ziyech back in that team.
Hakim Ziyech win it. Or who knows, Saudi Arabia, bam, win it.
Yeah.
Or, I want to see other countries if USA and France don't win it. But
and I think it's unlikely, bro. It's unlikely, though. Cause I'm just saying, I'm just putting that one out there. It's very unlikely it's going to be any of them teams, but you just don't know the way this competition is. It's crazy. It's crazy because everyone lifts their games up, especially when you're playing against the big guns, as you always say, against the Champions League, playing the big teams. People want to lift their guns up. They want to make a name for themselves in the world, in the big world stage. They want to get themselves to a bigger club. They'll be thinking about their country of winning something. All that goes through. All these players' heads when they want to try and win it for the first time, whatever it might be, or in general, whoever it might, whoever the favourites are to win it. But I'm just saying, it just could be one of them situations where, it's hard to. I think if you ask me right now who I put my house on at the moment to win who I put my money on to win the Champions League, so the World Cup. I don't know is the answer to that one. It's such a tough one out there.
It's tough,
I put the same old people: Brazil, Argentina, France, Spain, Portugal. They're in there now. Even England are now in there with a shout, which I'm happy to say because they've done well in competitions up until now. They could even pull off some shock and do some. 1966 was the last time we done it, mate. So it could be. It's coming home. The new song's been launched in the UK. it's been launched again. The new song, they've redone it again. Of It's Coming. I don't know if you saw the video.
You jinx it, bro. You jinx it already.
No. I'm not saying. That's why I'm not singing too much of it. All I'm just basically saying is the new song that's come out. They showed the ladies. You know, the lionesses winning it.
Yeah. The lady did a great job. They won it.
So yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I'm looking forward to it, mate. I am looking forward to it.
DJ, I have a question. I don't want to put you on the light. You feel free to answer or not to answer. This is freedom here. Maybe. But did you watch Gianni Infantino, the president of FIFA? Today he gave a press conference saying a lot of stuff. Hypocrisy of the Western countries. And no country is perfect, and they just want to point fingers on Qatar and all that. So, question: we don't want to get politics here. Yeah. What do you think of this organization as a whole, due to many issues that like workers and human rights and stuff like that? What is your point of view in general, very quickly? Yeah. So I don't really, you know what I mean.
No, I get where you're coming from, bro. I didn't. I'd be honest with you, Augs. I didn't see much. I didn't see that at all today. But I remember when I got home today, my brother was telling me, because me and my wife were doing the shopping and stuff, and he told me, "Did you hear that interview by the FIFA presidents?" I said, "No, I've not had a chance to look." He goes, "Have a look at it later on, you see." So I've not had a chance to look at it, but I understand what you're saying, because I get the gist of what you've just said to me. Or if you're asking for me personally, look, it's at the end of the day, the country that the World Cup's been held in, which obviously Qatar, right here, you've got to. It's what it is at the end of. This is how they do. This is how they do things. This is their beliefs and things like that. Now, this is one of the reasons why I don't get wrapped up into it, because it's their beliefs, and if they think certain things about it shouldn't be. I mean, for example, I don't know if you saw yesterday's news. They were saying now that you're not going to be none of the fans are going to be allowed to be drinking in the World Cup in any of the games.
Yeah,
unless
no booze, man. No
unless you're sitting in one of the into one of them in one of them boxes, which I think it costs what, £19,000 or something like that, to have one of them boxes, just for them to have that kind of thing, for having the booze and things like that. If they want the booze, obviously they can do it without it. Without being drinking around in the combatants. It's what they've said. Yeah, and other things have been mentioned about this whole. I get what people are going to say about this whole thing. They're against this. Without going into.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
I'm trying not to say it too. So
yeah, I don't want to. Yeah,
everybody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, and at the same time, I don't want to get your channel. What do you call it, mate? So yeah, you know what I'm going about.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I can understand why they're saying that and why they want it. That's their beliefs, okay? And me as you as human beings, as far as we're concerned, we're different in that kind of way. I guess me and you are more or less the same in that way. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, with things like that, that doesn't bother me. As long as one part of that that I'm about to say, which is not is away from me in that kind of that way. Okay, but because I'll be honest with you, I do have. Of certain things we're going to talk about, I do have certain friends that are, and I'm not going to say what that is.
I know.
And on both sides, by the way, female and male. So I can't debate that. I'm not going to moan about that. I've even worked in a company with one of them. One of my bosses used to be.
Yeah, me too. Today I work with. We are more inclusive and we respect people's.
Exactly. Respect the boundaries and opinions, bro. Yeah. And that's exactly what it is. As long as we know a boundary. You don't go over that boundary. You get me? I'm proud of that. That's exactly what it is. So for me, it's nothing like that. And at the end of the day, it's what their beliefs are. And I can't debate anything like that.
I completely respect that. Mate. Bobby Smokey is in the building. Bobby.
Hey, Bobby, what's happening? Big up.
Hey, big up, guys. Big up. I don't even know what we're talking about, to be honest.
Nothing really. World Cup, injuries, Chelsea. Kunku, Graham Potter, whatever you want to bring, we are here for it. I mean, Infantino and
maybe this
Benzema.
year. This year, the World Cup has come at the right time. Over the past 3 years, or maybe even more now, Chelsea get horrendous injuries October, November, December. So this is a time for our injuries to come back. At least most of them, and for us to plan ahead and do something that we haven't done for years. That's to focus on the squad depth to be able to avoid this thing going forward.
Yeah.
As for the World Cup, I haven't warmed up to it yet, to me, international football never gives me that excitement. Not anymore, not since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess things like World Cups, I start to get interested from about maybe the quarterfinals. And I sort of got the tail end of the gist of all the politics around it. And I'm just like, you know what?
Too much politics, man.
Yeah, you got to live and let live. That's their culture. Yeah. So, what's the big deal? I don't really know,
For me, the way I see it is like this World Cup, depending on how you see it, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. Good thing in the sense of it exposes many, many issues there, like workers and human rights and all that. But also them standing, firm and say, this is what we believe and you're not going to change us. And you have to respect that too. So it's opened the world because like isolation is not going to do anything, in my opinion. But people now know, and workers got like more money now and living in better conditions because of this World Cup. If the World Cup didn't happen, I don't think we were going to know some other issues. But also, if you go to the US, they have their rules, and you have to respect those rules too. So I think I don't think anybody is wrong or anybody is right here. I think we just need to respect, people's choices and rules and regulations. But things are changing. Things are changing really. From years ago, they are more open at the moment. That's the way I see it.
The thing I'll say about that is I've known for years that, in these places, there's quite a bit of maltreatment of migrant workers who so happen, to have darker skin. And it's been going on for decades. Yeah. Now, the difference is they are migrant workers. And yes, it's good it stops, but they had a choice whether to go there or not. It's not like you going to somebody's country and oppressing them, or you taking people from where they came from in chains and oppressing them. It's a whole different thing, as bad as it is. Look, I don't like getting into political things too much, like any of us here. But I see so many double standards that I'm like, you know what? Let's just focus on football.
Yeah,
I'm tired. I'm just tired of it all.
I don't blame you.
Everybody wants to get on their high horse as if they're squeaky clean, and they've never. I mean, it's just and that might be partly why I've just not really gotten into it yet, because I'm just looking at it. I'm thinking, oh gosh.
Yeah. It's a very, very, very complicated topic even to discuss. So we, fingers crossed, we don't get any injury from the World Cup, because we have more than enough now to take it off. Praying for our boys to be safe and come back. And Raheem Sterling, you need to start scoring goals, bro. No more excuses after the World Cup.
The good thing about tournament football is that you could end up just playing 3 games. If you have a bad World Cup, you play 2-3 games and you're out.
You're out.
At most, you can play 6 games. So it's just sort of a bit like it could be a bit of an intense training session if you want to look at it that way. But yeah, we have to pray for injuries. But isn't it funny how so many sort of top players are dropping out injured? Benzema, Sadio Mane. It's going to be quite
even
interesting.
Messi is not 100% fit. He was training on his own. Probably got a knock or something, but he should be fine. Kante not going to be there. Pogba. Oh my goodness, it's going to be tough.
Doesn't it show that these guys are playing too much football?
Yeah.
they're playing too much football, and it's not sustainable. And they play at such a high level for their clubs, and so much intensity, so much energy. Look at the intensity someone like Kante puts in to every single game. And, you know, Deschamps, I'm so angry with him. You know, Deschamps used him like a mule.
Yeah.
And so many, you know, Deschamps, what's that guy that we had? Conte and Sarri.
We played him under injection and all that. Yeah. Now we are paying the price of Kante trying to save the national team and Chelsea and coaches and save people's jobs and serving Jorginho Frello, the boss, and all that.
You know, because of his sacrifice to the club. If it was down to me, of all the midfielders, he's the one I would give a long, you know, a contract into his latter years, and just make sure that whichever manager comes in takes care of him. But they say this, oh, we'll take care of Kante, we won't play him too much. And then when they run into problems, they play him back to back. Even Tuchel did it. You know, it's just you play him like 2-3 games a week. The way he plays and at his age, of course he's going to get injured.
Yeah, and also the fact that he's playing from many positions instead of like, put him as a DM, bro. You know what he can do. You know what he can give you from that position. He's going to save energy, and then he's going to do just that job. We are struggling in that position. And then we force Kante to be a creative midfielder. We force him to score. We force him to shoot the ball. We force him to defend and save everybody. He's everywhere. So when you are everywhere on the pitch, sometimes you end up by being average because you're doing too much and you are confused. So
I'm going to say something that DJ will like. Do you know what? I kind of fancy Portugal. I think they're going to go far. I really do. They've got a weird team and they can be dangerous. I think I fancy at least quarterfinals for them, if not semi-finals. And if they get to the finals, well, anything can happen. Ronaldo has a vengeance. He's fit because he's hardly played. So...
Do you think that he's match fit? He can be fit, but being match fit, like really handle 90 minutes, do you think it's not going to affect them? Because Ronaldo, you don't take him off. He's going to finish 90 minutes. But I think he's going to be more productive if he plays 60 minutes, for example, and let other people do the rest. But when you take him off, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be attitude. And if you leave him on the pitch, you lose on quality. And the latest stage of the game, you must suffer because he's not running. He's just walking and waiting for the ball to come to him. So
I suspect Ronaldo's attitude with the national team, especially as this is his last World Cup. I mean, if he plays another one, it could be an absolute miracle. I suspect his attitude would be very different. I'm not sure he would mind coming off the bench sometimes. Unless it's in a final, then forget it. You got to...
you had to play him. Let me say hi to some other brothers that join us. Mr. Goat of Frogs. Mr. Frogs, are you there?
I think my microphone's fucked. My microphone's screwed. It's very low, if you can hear me.
Hello, we can hear you, yeah. What do you say?
Can you actually hear me? Yeah?
Yes,
it's very low. Let me pull this apart.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. And we have Victor. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. How are you doing?
Yeah, we are doing okay. And
big up everybody. Big up Bobby.
Big up.
Vlogs.
Yeah.
Big up Bobby.
Yeah. All right, so people, we don't really have like a specific topic. It's on the eve of the World Cup. And if you want to bring the club news or somebody that you want to discuss about or you want to talk about the World Cup, it's up to you. Mr. Goat of Frogs, go ahead.
What do you want me to bring up? I'm lost. You put me on the stage here. I don't know.
Okay, you want to talk about the World Cup and who's going to win it?
Yeah, I think Brazil. I think Brazil is going to be the most likely one. I think I can't see England, but I can't see England going very far. The squad that they picked is very poor.
Okay, so no Argentina, no Portugal, no France. It's going to be Brazil.
I think Brazil, I think Germany or Spain might prove to be an upset card.
Okay, fair enough. Victor, what is your position on the World Cup winner?
Yeah, I think the odds are awful. Everybody's talking about how Brazil will do it because it seems to be the consistent team. I think the only thing that they have scorers. The only areas that you have to be a little concerned is their defense. But even then, they are solidifying it. I still think that with all his experience, Silva still needs an enormous amount of help back there. But they are the ones that have no bats really when it comes to the three most important areas on the field: the defense, the midfield, and then of course the attack. We don't have a lot of bats. They just whipped Ghana 5-0. I'll be supporting Ghana, thinking that Ghana was going to do well because they beat Switzerland a couple of days ago. Brazil is really a force to reckon with. Argentina also, but as you just remarked on, the fact that Messi is not all that 100%. Portugal has too much rah-rah around them in terms of noise. So we don't know what's going to happen. England is England. England's going to go do what England does. We might have a dark horse. I think Serbia might be lurking in there. The ones that nobody's talking about are the ones that we have to really be careful of because, there has to be a story.
The Aussies, Australia, right?
See,
about this World Cup.
And Matt's just come. Big up, Matt.
I chipped in to ask about Mount. Is he really being sought after by Liverpool? Is that true?
Let's not talk about Mount now. I'm on vacation.
I just knew it. I knew he was going to come out and say, "Yeah,
let's Matt Settle and say hi."
I want to have a little break on Mount talks. I want to talk about countries now. I've retired from Chelsea for a bit.
Yeah,
but I'm coming in to say, man, Australia's beating France. I've still 2 weeks ago. I'm saying it now.
Poor Black Magic.
Everyone's getting injured.
Yeah.
You've lost Varane now for the first game. You've lost Kimpembe. You've lost Benzema. You guys are losing players. And the thing is, you've got the curse behind you as well.
Yeah.
You take one Jenga block out, everything's going to fall with it.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, France
we're going to be very, very
Australia.
lucky even to make it through the group stage. The way I see it, it's just like bye-bye, It's over, man.
I don't think you will. You won't. I think Denmark come first, Australia come second. I think France come third. I think we beat France. I think
Denmark
beat
actually
Tunisia,
beat France twice in the Nations League.
Denmark will smash France.
Home
I
and
think,
away. So, yeah, man, it's over.
I think Denmark will beat France 3-1. I think we'll beat them 2-1. And I think they'll draw to Tunisia.
Yeah.
All right, so, and, we'll lose. Australia will lose to Denmark, but beat Tunisia and France. So we'll come second.
Yeah, you heard here first, people.
But France isn't making it. France isn't making it through. They're not going to make it through. I'm telling you, everything's going wrong in that team. And the occurrence of that is you get injuries, you get all these problems, and then you've got that curse added on. Yep. You're not going to break that curse with all these injuries, all this stuff happening behind you. That's just the start of it. So I'm telling you right now, everyone's putting France as coming second to blah blah blah. They're not. They're not going to.
I think losing Benzema is actually a good thing for them. I think they played better without him. When you looked with Giroud and Mbappe, I thought they played. Their chemistry is much better with.
But I think Benzema's a bigger problem. Benzema's just a bigger problem in the team. I think Giroud, obviously, we know Giroud's better than Benzema. He's always been better than Benzema in France. But I think Benzema's just a bigger problem in terms of defense. I think Giroud is easily capable. If you've got big defenders around him, we've got 6'3", 6'4" defenders, who can just take him out. So I don't think that's a problem for me. The problem for me is Mbappe with that pace. That's the only thing scaring me. Because you've got no Kuku, you've got Dembe the pace, you've got no Kimpembe, no Varane. The Hernandez brothers are there, but There's no midfield as well. There's no one in the midfield.
Yeah,
no Pogba,
let's hope that Kamavinga and Tchouameni are gonna, they're gonna step up. Say, you know what, Pogba not here, N'Golo Kante not here. This is our time, and probably they might do something. But
and the thing is, also as well, that Giroud said that they haven't even studied the Australian squad. They haven't even looked at it. Versus one of our Aramoy, who said they've been looking at France for 3 weeks already. Right, so we've studied France. France haven't even looked at our team yet. I'm telling you, everything's coming together with the bad light of France. They haven't looked at our team. They haven't even looked at it. They don't know who's playing. They're gonna rock up on the day.
Yeah,
and they're writing us off. I'm telling you, people are putting Qatar to make it past the group stages. That's just bullshit. Australia's got a better chance of going past the group stage, and I already put money on that.
Yeah, so Qatar, according to what my friend from Ecuador told me, there's some links there that they're gonna give some money to Ecuador players to let them win in the second half 1-0. So I don't know how true that is, but they might qualify to the next round,
Now, there's a record going around that the host nation never loses that match. So they could genuinely and legitimately win that match, and people will still think that. So I think they should.
And people will continue to say they
have a serious academy there. Most of them are foreign born, but at least they've been able to put together a team that recently won the Asian Cup or something like that. So it's not like fluke. The Qatar team is not a fluke. They are developing their players and working with them to make sure they are a powerhouse at least in the Asian confederate, whatever confederate that is out there. So I don't think that they are going to necessarily bribe their way through this tournament. They will go out there and play to win. Integrity matters.
Oh my goodness, that is going to be.
I think that'd be Qatar. That'd be Ecuador, but I think when it comes to Netherlands, yeah. But I mean, I as I said, if they get through the group stage, I think they're paying them because they've spent $80 million on their football team already, like getting people, getting them visas, all that. What stops them from spending an extra $5 million? That's a pennies to them. So
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, I'm not really focused on that group. I don't really care about that group. I think Group D, and then we can go versus Argentina if that happens. But I think it's going to be a very good World Cup because I think everyone's putting the favourites through. They're putting Belgium straight in or, USA or England. Blah, blah, blah. I think there'll be so many underrated teams going through that no one would have predicted it. This World Cup could be unpredictable like every year.
You're
absolutely. Won't make it to knockout. Sorry.
Yeah, go on, bro. What do you think about the golden generation, Mr. Gott? Golden generation of Belgium.
The golden generation of Belgium is great, but the golden generation of England is shit, and I don't think they're going to make it through the groups. I don't think they're going to make it through the group stages. I really don't see it. I don't see it happening. I think from looking at their last couple of friendly games, I mean, I know you can say it's friendly games, but god damn, they look so poor. They just don't play good together, and I think they picked. When you look at that squad that they picked, I don't think it's the best one that they could have picked.
I see. DJ, what do you think about Belgium? This time, if they don't win anything, it's over, bro. I think Eden Hazard, the next World Cup, is gonna be like 35. De Bruyne, the same age. Courtois, almost the same age. So they don't win something now, it's over. What do you think about Belgium? How far can they go?
I think they got a pretty good chance. As I said earlier on, it's people are giving their favourites to who think is going to win the World Cup this year. As I said, it could be someone that no one's even thinking it could be. And let's put Belgium into that subject because they've got the place in that team. As I said, we don't know how long after this. We don't know Eden Hazard's situation. What will happen with him after that? Kevin De Bruyne. List goes on of players there. So I'm sure they're going to. They'll be for me. They'll be one of the teams to beat in this competition, and I think they can go. I think they can go pretty far. But let's see. Obviously, I know what Goat of Fox said about England's chance. Listen, I'm hoping that we can. I was putting England and Portugal in this tournament, and I'm hoping that England can do something because I know you're saying they're players that he's picked, but still on our day, I still think on England's day they can still pick something. They can still get a result. if they really need to. So, but it's going to be a tough situation. But but Belgium, I think, 100% are definitely in there with a chance to win it this year. I can go along with that completely.
Okay. You really believe so? Belgium? Really?
They've got a good chance, Victor.
Everybody got a chance,
mate. They've got some good players, mate. They've got some very good players in that team. And I think we've all wanted to see this Belgium team shine because of the players that they've got and the quality that they've got. And I think now's the time for them to try and do. I know people are saying Eden Hazard's not the same player, but on his day when he wants to, big up, especially for the big, he wants to put himself up for the big games. This guy always gets himself up for big games. And this is one of the reasons why. But I'm not saying they're going to win it, but I'd say they're in there for a chance, 100%.
Yeah, I agree with you, Bobby Smokey. What do you think should happen to Gareth Southgate if he doesn't win anything? Do you think that the time is over and they should just take like Thomas Tuchel as the new coach?
Exactly that. If he's unsuccessful this World Cup, I think he's had his
sorry, what is success for you? What is your definition of success in this particular World Cup for England?
It's very hard to say. I know people have written off England because there's some dodgy selections.
Yeah.
But England's still a very, very strong team and are more than capable of getting to the semi-finals at least.
Okay.
That's my expectation at least, and anything short of that is not good enough. And it would be time to review the managerial situation, of course.
Yeah, that is understandable. Mr. Victor, Samuel Eto'o said that Cameroon to win the World Cup. How crazy is that?
Oh, Samuel Eto'o, huh?
Yeah.
That chap when he was he the one that was at Chelsea at one time?
Yeah, he came to Chelsea for probably a couple of seasons.
Yeah, he scored some erratic goals. I like him. Whenever I see this Samuel Eto'o, like he reminded me of this chap, the Uruguayan guy who played for Liverpool and went to
Suarez.
Yeah, Suarez. They are so unconventional in their play style. Like they attack when they don't. They always kind of hit and hope, and sometimes they score these marvelous goals. But it was either unintentional or they were just trying to see what will happen. But anyway, Eto'o, Cameroonian, right? I mean, Cameroon is very good. The African Cup of Nations that just happened, they were a very good team in there. Ghana beat Nigeria, obviously, to qualify. But I think that even though I support Ghana right now, I think that Ghana is not going to go anywhere. Really.
So which team in Africa is going to make it through the stage, through the group stage?
Yeah. Cameroon does have a chance. Morocco, who knows, right? I don't know if Moroccan can really go any further.
Did you see the game, the goal from Hakim Ziyech? That was sick, right?
Yes, that was. I mean, this guy can score these kinds of goals, and we still sit him down all the time. I will say to you that Hakim Ziyech can always play the role of Hakim Ziyech, even in the position of Jorginho. He will give you a pass that Jorginho will never dream of, many, many years to come. But let's just put that on the side. What I'm saying is that out of the 5 teams that are coming from Africa, I think I tip a lot. I fancy Cameroon. Senegal stood a chance, but with Mane out, who knows what's going to happen, right? They don't really have a striking force that will put any threat or that will be as menacing as we expect them to be. Ghana is not that strong, in my opinion. So it's either Cameroon or Morocco. So those are the 2 that I feel like could do it for me.
Okay. All right. So, people, we still have like 10 to 7 minutes because I have to take my Blue Army to the dinner. I have now to go to Matt. Matt, tell us, introduce us a little bit about Australia because we don't know much about them. And how far can you guys go?
Australia, mate.
Well, if you follow the Scottish League, half of them play for fucking. That's what everyone does. I'm used to it. But no, if you know the Australians, half of them play for the Scottish League. Honestly, half of them play there. But the only two international fans will know is pretty much Moy and Matty Ryan.
Yeah.
Maybe someone Abil or the new guy that signed Kewell for what's his name, Newcastle. But there's a lot of players who kind of just play in the Japanese league and stuff. But these players are very physical, and down here we're very physical sporting people. The big sports here are AFL and rugby. So all these guys here, we got, as I said, we got our defenders are 6'3", 6'4". One of the shortest guys in that team.
That's strong team there. They can bully.
They're massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big players. And I think one of the shortest players in the team is Matty Ryan, the keeper. So it's looking like we've got a very physical team. But the thing is with us, I think the squad that's been brought by the manager Arnold, I don't like him. I think his selection is quite horrendous. We missed out on a couple OGs, a couple of informed players. He's gone with who he likes. But this squad is very underrated. I mean, we as a selective have studied France already. We've studied them, and look at the generational Australian team in 05, 06. When we got to Italy, and then Italy did that fucking stupid dive. But we could have got close. But I'm telling you, this year I think we were highly underrated. I think we won't get to semi-finals, quarterfinals, but I think the aim for us is to try and get to round of 16 and compete with Argentina to who would be worse if we come second. But winning the World Cup for me is just beating France. That's it. Beat France. Because last time when we played them, in 2018.
You're gonna celebrate.
We played them. We only lost 1-0. We only lost 1-0. And I wouldn't say we were controlling. We weren't controlling the game. They were killing us. But we only lost 1-0. We were playing, like Burnley football, counter-attack. But last World Cup, we had a lot of OGs that they're gone now. But I mean, don't over. We played Denmark. This is the same group. Denmark, France. We played them last time. Denmark have a whole new squad. We have a whole new squad. France, very similar squad.
There's a X factor in your team. I completely understand that. The last question, very quickly. Jordan Pickford to replace Kepa Arrizabalaga. What do you say about that?
I saw this report. I was like, I'm on vacation. I don't want to look into it, but I have to look into it. Why is Jordan
I didn't want to bring you here, but because you talked about another short goalkeeper, that's why.
Why are we bringing Jordan Pickford? Like, we're ready. I'm telling you, Graham Potter, I don't know what's happening there with these guys, but something needs to be under control. Great. Jordan Pickford. Come on, man. Give him Mount 7-year contract. Fuck it. Come on. What is this? Jesus Christ. But no, as I said, keeper, I'll go get Sanchez.
Okay,
Keeper.
Sanchez.
You need someone big and tall. Replace Mendy.
All right, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you, Mr. Victor. Let me say goodbye to Matt. Matt, people, go subscribe to his channel. The link is going to be in the title of this video. Go and support our brother, and see you tomorrow for the Watch Along.
France, I'll be back here when we beat France 2-1.
All right, man.
Aussie. Why?
Nice.
Yes, sir.
7-year contract for Mason Mount, Matt, yeah?
Big up. No. They got my hopes down. I was just
big up to you, brother. Big up to you, brother.
Big up. We'll speak about that in 3 weeks.
Thank you, my brother.
If Mason Mount is to go, all of them should go. If Mason Mount is to go, all of them will have to go, and we have to start all over. But I had a quick question for the two English guys here. What will be your selection, your first 11? I know it's random, but what will be your first 11? Because I'm really interested in knowing that.
Victor, I apologize for that because somebody is showing me the watch. Because it's time for me to take my blue army. Otherwise, they're gonna invade. They're gonna invade this place. So let's just conclude and say you bring whatever topic you wanna to conclude and say goodbye and see you tomorrow. Victor.
I'll go first. Okay, all right. Yeah. Thank you for giving me the opportunity once again. Looking forward to tomorrow. I'm actually getting up, setting my clock to watch the opening ceremony, and watch at least the first game to get all the blues out, out, and then settle in for upcoming weeks. So it's exciting. The folks that I've listened to who are commenting from there or reporting from there says the atmosphere is not as big as it normally is in the World Cup city. So let's hope that folks flood in tomorrow, and from then we have a good tournament, because World Cup is still a World Cup, no matter the circumstances. So we hope that we will have some stories to to talk about soon. All right, so folks, everybody, big up. I'll see you soon. Bye
Big
bye.
up to you.
Big up.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Victor. Thank you so much for helping my brother. Goat of Frogs.
What's up, brother?
What's up, man?
So let's say my final topic would be, I think England's final selection. I think they messed up with the
selection.
forward. Yeah, I think they did. I really do not understand how Mount and Sterling got picked. You're rewarding bad performances here.
And how about Harry Maguire? Harry Maguire got picked too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Him, I don't understand. I don't understand the selection basis. It's stupid. You know, it's the kind of the dumb crap that'll see Southgate get fired pretty much. That's my point. You know.
So do you think they can even get out of the group stage? I mean,
I think they could scrape it, but I don't think they're going to get to the point where they're doing like the Euros.
Yeah, to their credits, right? Somebody like Harry Maguire, Mason Mount, and Raheem Sterling, they always perform for their country. So
True.
they become different kind of players. Even Pickford saving penalties, and he grow up even a little bit. You will see him even taller when he plays for England. I'm just joking here, but you know what I mean. So let's see if that is going to continue. So anything else you want to say goodbye to people, bro? Come back tomorrow here. We're going to be here.
Yep, I'll come back tomorrow. But nope, nothing else to say.
All right.
Thanks
Thank you
for
so
having us
much,
on.
my brother.
Cheers.
Take it easy. Have a good evening.
Cheers. Mr. Bobby Smokey. Tell us, bro.
Hey guys, hey. Yeah, if you notice, I've been kind of avoiding talking about England.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I respect your decision.
I'm upset with the selection. You know, the typical English thing, selecting on reputation and not on form. So I will sort of keep my powder dry on that one. But the first game always sets the tone of the World Cup. So this game between Qatar and Ecuador is going to be quite interesting.
Yeah.
I hope I'll get to watch it, work permitting. But it's going to be interesting. If it's an exciting game, then we're in for an exciting World Cup. If it's dull and non-productive, and which I doubt it will be, so we'll wait and see. But definitely the first game, as I said, always sets the tone for the World Cup.
Yeah, that is very interesting. Love and peace to the family, Bobby.
Peace
if
to
you
you,
have
Bobby.
a
Take care, bro.
couple of minutes tomorrow, join us and say hi to the audience. Thank you so much. DJ, conclude the show and we are out here.
Yeah, bro. Listen, as always, a pleasure being on your show and talking to you and all the fans. I'm on here, mate, getting different opinions. I'm looking forward to the World Cup. I'm hoping to get a chance to see it tomorrow. My daughter's got a play tomorrow. She's doing drama classes.
Wow.
She's got a nice play. She's going to be performing in front of a lot of people tomorrow. So there'll be a lot of them doing their thing tomorrow. So I'm going to try and go to that first, and then I'll record. If I don't get a chance to watch so I'm going to record it all anyway and come back.
Family first, bro. Family first.
Yeah, well, of course it would be an interesting game. First game, Ecuador, and I'm going to go with Ecuador to win this game. You know, they've got. I think they can. I think they'll end up they'll win tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it, brother. I really am, and I'm just looking forward to the whole competition. Hopefully, all our countries, including yours at Eurosport, will all can do well in this tournament. You know, but let's see what happens in it all. But other than that, bro, thank you for having me on. I'll try and jump on your show as well tomorrow and can come and keep you guys some company.
No problem.
Big up to your family, respect to them, and guide and respect to you as well, brother. And you take care of yourself.
Take care, man.
Right?
Thank you so much, DJ, for helping. Peace, everybody. I'm gonna have to leave and come back tomorrow for what is called again, the opening ceremony, the light and all that. The phone is always open for everybody, no exception. You can just call us and have your say. So tomorrow we back again here, or today, because it could be already the day in your country, if that makes sense. So come back here tomorrow and have your say. Everybody, peace and see you. Thank you.